So she goes, oh no, and then she tells me what M says. Oh yeah, we have lots of antiques everywhere that we buy specifically from like warehouses. And as soon as she brought that up, boom, I see this shadow guy. Hi everyone, I'm M. And I'm Liv. And we're your meta PsycKicks. How did we do that so well? I don't know. Today we're here to talk about spooky ooky stories. Spooky. Everett's gonna go with my face. You're welcome.
We're doing another Paranormal Stories of a Medium. This is episode 4, 5.
We really have no idea.
We should probably look at it before we do videos like this. But we do this once a month. So if you guys want to check out our series, I will plug our playlist somewhere on the screen and down below. Check out all of our Paranormal Stories of a Medium because they're f***ing crazy. Today we're talking about 2 readings that we had with you guys because we have been getting so many readings. And if you guys are interested in a psychic medium or a pet psychic reading
or a plant reading,
yeah, we got a new service, guys. You gotta check it out. And it's going to be in our website, which is metapsyckics.com. I will link it down in the description below so you guys can book your any kind of reading with Liv.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Butler.
Talk to your succulents.
Talk to succulents.
Yeah. It's his debut. No, actually, he was debuted on TikTok. Whatever. No, he was debuted on the Plant video.
Yeah, when you had your That's So Raven vision.
Wow.
Why are we like this? We're at 100% today.
Wow.
So let's first start with the haunted house story. So if you guys remember one of our last videos, we went to go see our friend Janelle and she had a very haunted house. But what's interesting is her parents' house is also quite haunted because they collect antiques. So Liv is gonna go and take it away from here.
So we went to Janelle's parents' house and her mom and her brother were super into it. It was the very first combination pet psychic medium reading that I was giving. And I first talked to Janelle's mom's cat, who was really cute. I don't remember what his name was. He was a little long-haired thingy. But anyways, so long story short, why does he not like to go through this one section of our living room that is in the middle of everything?
It's like there's, I don't know, an invisible wall that he jumps over. And that's what they were telling us. Like, why does he do that? It's the weirdest thing, and it's in the same spot every time. Like, there's an invisible wall here.
And as soon as she brought that up, boom, I see this shadow guy. And I was like... And he kind of just has more of like a hollow, menacing feeling. It's not like intimidating, it's more hollow and just like observatory to an extent, like sterile, maybe. So finally towards the end of the reading, I had read so many people for both Janelle's mom and her son that she finally goes, you know, you're really cool. She basically was like, you're real, let me ask you this question. She's like, do you think that there's a shadow person in my house? She goes, because we see him over there. And I was like, God, now I have to talk about it. Gosh, why do you have to call me out? Okay, fine. So I was like, okay, I didn't want to tell you this because the way that you get rid of things is by ignoring them. And usually if I tell people things, then they do the opposite of ignoring them, which only makes things worse. And I don't want to add, fuel to the fire. So she goes, oh no. And then she tells me what M says. Oh yeah, we have lots of antiques everywhere that we buy specifically from like warehouses that people... Like that warehouse war, storage wars or whatever that thing is, they literally buy storage units that no one claims for like half the price and then keep things or sell things. And I was like, that's wild and sounds spiritually irresponsible.
And the thing, if you guys don't know, antiques are usually like the prized possession of whoever their owner is. And they are kind of like sponges for our energy because we like them so much and are around them so much. They kind of like pick up and absorb our energy.
They're like a Horcrux. So anyways, she's like, all right, so I think I know what's haunted in my house and what is associated with the man that is standing in the corner of the hallway. She's like, but I just want you to confirm it for me. She didn't tell me what it was. She just said it's somewhere over there on our like antique wall. So it was like this big armoire with a whole bunch of stuff on top of it. There was like a desk underneath it with all these drawers. And I didn't want to do this, but I literally felt like I was being tested because their dad was there and I feel like he didn't care, but I felt like I had to prove myself to him.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh God, I don't want to touch the creepy thing. I don't want to touch the butt.
So I was like, I'll just go with you. It'll be fine. Because I'm an Aries.
Yeah, she's like, let me just push you off this cliff. You have a helmet.
You're fine.
But you'll be fine. You touched the haunted thing.
I'm an Aries. Literally
the worst. So anyways, I go over there, and I'm ignoring the haunted man that's sitting in the corner.
That's
I'm
like,
kind of like pushing him away. I was like, please ignore me. I'm just gonna touch your stuff, and then we're gonna leave. Okay, bye. Long story short, I didn't touch anything else. I opened one drawer, and I'm rifling through the door, and I see a book. And I moved a whole bunch of stuff off of this thing too. There's a lot of things piled on top of it. I see a book, and on top of it there was like a brown paper bag almost.
Yeah.
Like a wax paper bag. So I take out the book and I take out the wax paper bag, and I felt like the book was gross, but not as gross as what was in this brown paper bag. And I remember I went to go look inside of it, and I was like, I don't even need to look inside
I can't do
of
that.
it.
I know what this is.
I was like, Em, I found it. Can you just take it from me? I don't want to touch it anymore.
Yeah, she literally gave it to me, and then the family like walks over, and she was like, yeah, it's something that I think that is in there, and I like show it to her, and she's like, yep. That's it.
What did I thought it was? Like, we had a 100% of 2319.
And she was like, I'm too scared to look in it. I don't know what it is. And I just was like, can I look in it?
Because she's an Aries. She's like, let me yeet
I need to know
myself
what's
off
in
this
this.
cliff.
So I open it, and it's stamps. But there's like swastikas on it, and it's like Nazi like honor.
Memorabilia, and like notes and letters and things like that.
Yeah, so it was like really, really dark stuff. And talk about what the man said to you about it.
Oh, he's proud of it.
Yeah.
He's 100% proud of it. And his soul is connected to it. Like, he's not doing anything in the house, but his soul is connected to it because he is so proud of the things that he had and the things that he kept. He's like, nobody wants to believe it or be proud of it, but I am. And I still have it, and these things are still here today. It was gross. I don't like it. I don't want to do it again. So don't ask.
Well, I don't think you have, like...
Yeah, but you want to go to an antique store and have me touch things. I don't need that.
Yeah. You want to go to a cemetery.
Yeah, cemeteries are cooler. And there's not haunted things there. It's just a whole bunch of dead bodies that you can't see.
There's no haunted things there.
Says the girl that literally sent me a TikTok about this medium who was like, oh no, you didn't somebody tagged me in something in TikTok, and I responded. Did you see?
Oh yeah, you want to tell me about
the
that?
Georgie thing or whatever his name is? What is his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, the dude that they're talking to is like, I think mentally unstable.
The spirit.
Yeah. Like, I feel like he struggled with mental illness, and I feel like one portion of him was like a child, but the other portion of him was a man. And he haunts that house, and a lot of like weird things happened there. But it's like he is the one spirit that is the most human out of every other spirit that is there. Because I feel like wherever the house is built, it's like a conduit point of negative energies and entities. But he is like the one thing that like exists within that conglomeration of like darkness as like the one human spirit. But it's interesting because he presents almost as if he's not a human spirit because he has like such weird mental illness. So I'm not entirely sure if he's like entirely human, but he's the most human out of all the things that live there. And he literally was talking. Could you hear him on the thing?
No.
Did you watch the video?
We need to watch the video. Hold on. Bonus content. Cause
so
when he responded, I don't know that I...
Well, the girl was picking up on him because she's a child, one. But two, he's strong enough because of all of the energy around him that he was able to like actually speak, and you can hear him. And the way I perceived it is he was he didn't want the little girl to be in the house. Like, she shouldn't be there because he was almost connecting with her on a childlike level, but he is like an adult man. It's really weird, almost like George and Lenny.
What's George and Lenny?
It's a book of mice and men.
Oh.
You know, like I think Lenny is the one that had like autism or something. He's kind of like Lenny.
Okay.
Me because the floor was wobbly.
Still kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit wobbly. Oh yeah, because there's like holes and stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Did you hear that? Whoa. Oh my god, did you hear that? It's okay. It's okay.
He literally goes, whoa. People think it sounds like hello, but I think he's mocking her before she goes, whoa, because he's standing there and it makes her turn and look at this weird thing that's on the wall, and then you hear, hey, hey, hey. So I think he's laughing at her. I feel like, because he's supposed to be the friendly soul there, I feel like he's definitely like a misfit toy type thing, for sure. But it's like he almost is the one gatekeeper of all of the chaos of this house. But somebody tagged us and this other girl, and I put, hi, so Gilbert's energy is very odd. The gist of what I can understand is he doesn't think a child should be wherever they are. I don't really want to focus any more on it because his energy and the energy of the place are very, is not, the energy of the place they are in is not consistent, very odd. So
he's the gatekeeper?
I don't think he's a gatekeeper. He is just like the one soul that exists within this like weird conglomeration of other weird things. Does that make sense?
So the rest of them are just not human? Or are they like little bits and pieces of things? 'Cause the way you're saying it is it's kind of like he's like the most like solidified entity. But
It's
he's also
like
maybe just human.
if you were to step into an alternate universe of monsters swirling around you, and you are one soul that's just like, I've been here for a long time and I'm used to it.
Oh my god.
But he also, I think, has like issues.
Yeah, so he's literally just living in a literal nightmare world.
Yes, but he's like, it's fine.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like he's walking through an environment of like very dark things. And
Which is why people
like,
say he's
yo, what's up?
friendly, but I don't think it's necessarily that he's friendly. It's
He's
also
just
that
not
he's
pure
not
darkness.
friendly.
Yeah, he's just so like corrupt from where he's at.
Yes, I don't even.
Like he has a human experience, essentially.
Yeah, I want to say he might have been. He might have lived in the house at one time, which is why he came back there. But other people don't live there anymore, or the family that used to live there don't either.
Now that we've gone over our tangent, we're gonna do our next reading, which is actually a pet psychic reading about hamsters. It's one of Liv's favorite stories, so.
It was a pet psychic reading that turned into a medium reading. Because if you want to talk to past, please make a medium reading. It really helps me. Psychic readings are really supposed to be for just current animals that are living. So, if you know you have animals that are past that you want to talk to, make a medium reading. Anyways, this guy didn't expect, dead animals to come in for him. He just wanted to talk about his super cool skookum cat. Anyways, after talking to the live cats and the dead cat, these hamsters popped in. There was like 5 of them. And there was one hamster that is what I would call a mouthpiece. So he was speaking on behalf of all of the other hamsters. And they were just like, yes, yes, yeah. And I was like, all right, fucking hamsters.
She didn't even know they were hamsters, guys. She asked the man, she was like, there's rodents, but they like don't have tails. And he was like, I had hamsters as a child. And I was like, yes, hamsters.
That's the word. So he was like, you had hamsters as a child? He's like, yeah. I'm like, and you used to make mazes for them? They're showing me like pillow fort mazes and like cardboard box mazes, and just like you guys would make obstacle courses for them, and then sometimes you would think that one of them was like the coolest obstacle course, and then they would get bored with it, but they would do it anyways because it was fun. He's like, yes. That was when we were really little, but yes. And I said, well, the hamster that had the craziest, silliest name is talking to me, and he told me, he said, I don't remember what their names were, but we were children. They had to have been really dumb. The hamster showed me his brother. I said, did you have a brother? He said, yes. And I said, who put them in race cars and raced them around on Hot Wheel tracks? And he's like, that would be my brother. I'm like, they loved it. And they're just here to tell you that they lived the absolute best lives that hamsters could live.
So they put the hamsters on little boxcars
and drove them around.
Oh, okay. So they weren't like pushing them down a ramp.
I don't think so. I think they were like vroom 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 vroom. But the hamsters were like, yes, I'm faster than you. I'm Mario Andretti.
I can drive a car as a hamster. Yeah. Look at my opposable thumbs. So if you guys are interested in more of these paranormal stories of a medium, make sure to check out our playlist. We have so many stories to share.
And we're only getting more.
And if you guys also have any paranormal stories yourself, we would love to hear them. We have a form on our website, metapsychics.com. On the extras tab, you can type in your paranormal story and we will add it to a listener's episode. So make sure to check that out. But also, we do not want anything that's copywritten. We are gonna make sure that it is your original story.
Yeah, no creepypastas, guys.
So if you guys have any paranormal stories, make sure to give it to us so we can read it.
Yes, and you have to hurry up because we're getting a lot of submissions. So if you want to beat the queue, it's up to you.
Yeah, and have Liv tell you what actually happened.
What?
Well, they're telling them from their perspective, and you're gonna be like, oh wait, there was a ghost there.
Well, you want me to read them too? I just can't enjoy them.
Yes.
I don't want to put my medium head on.
That's what's gonna make our content something interesting, different.
Okay.
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 Things you have to look forward to.
Emily just likes to geek me off of things.
So, as you guys know, Liv is a psychic medium.
And if you don't, now you do.
Now that it's the end of the video. But as a psychic medium, spirits come in and they give her a lot of different signs and symbols to get their message across. So in our next video, we are going to talk about all of Liv's and her mom's signs and symbols as a psychic medium. So if you guys are interested in that content, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss out. And while you guys wait, check out these videos next. Check out our podcast on the same topic. And we will see you guys in the next one.
We are your meta PsycKicks. I talk to dead things.
I talk to dead things. We should just end all of our YouTube videos like that.
Oh,
Or just the paranormal stories of a medium. You just like go up to here and you're just like, I talk to dead things.